Welcome into your reading for January of 2025. So we're going to get started and see what is to come for your month ahead. As you can see, we already have a few cards out. So we have the ruby standing for shine. So there may be something about this month that requires you to show up in front of the masses, in front of the world in some way, or to showcase your talents, showcase yourself in some way as well. And just putting yourself out there and feeling confident. And I do think that this is something that you do well, that you are a master at or an expert at. You're showcasing your talents or your skill set in some way. Then you also have the fault line that came out from the archetypes deck from Kim Kranz. So there's some pressure, okay? With these two cards together, it's telling me that you feel pressured to perform or show up in the best way that you can. There's probably some expectations that you're putting on yourself, or maybe others are putting on you as well, to do a really good job and, to sort of just ace this test. I don't know if some of you are taking a test or something like that, but it just feels like you are about to showcase your talents, you're about to showcase your skills, and there's a lot of pressure that you're putting on yourself because you want to do a really good job. So we'll see what this is about, if this is coming through in more detail as we continue on with the cards. So we're going to take a look at your general energy for the month of January. What is for Capricorn, January 2025? Mind, heart, body, soul, please. Let's get a few cards for you. Hope all of you are doing well and had a really nice holiday season and are ready to move forward with this year. I am recording December 30th, so today is the new moon in Capricorn. 7 of Wands. 5 of Cups. And the 7 of Pentacles. So you got two 7s here. All right, let's see what this is about. So, I mean, in the core, in your belly, in your essence, there is a sense of sadness here, or feeling let down, or as though I'm hearing somebody moved on, or something moved on without you. People are moving on without you, something like that. There's some clash of personality, a clash of interests, a clash of, I'm also hearing motivation. Maybe you're motivated to do two different things. And then the 7 of Pentacles is like reevaluating your current situation as well. Okay, so you're doing this on your own. I don't know if this is more like a secretive thing where nobody knows that you're feeling this way. I'm kind of getting that. I don't know. It feels like some of you are hurt or are a little heartbroken. Maybe you feel a little lonely, and but you're not wanting others to know. Okay, I don't know if somebody is like showing how can I, like, projecting. Okay, so if you're feeling hurt or vulnerable or just fragile, but you don't know how to communicate that or articulate that to the people that you should or something, it's coming off defensive. It's coming off aggressive. Okay, it's coming off different from what you're really feeling. So I think that the best thing here is to open up and allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to be heard. But there's definitely a change. It's like a fork in the road here. Okay, so you were going down a certain path, and then all of a sudden you felt or you experienced a loss in some way. Maybe there was an argument here with the 7 of Wands. So you're reevaluating your situation with a person, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's, something that you were into, that you were doing, and you're no longer doing that. For some of you, it's making me feel like all of your effort and energy was going into something specific, and you've completed that. Okay, like that project or that phase or something like that, it's like over now. So it's sad because you spent a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on this thing. Now that it's completed, now that maybe some of you have accomplished something great out of this situation, you're a little sad because you're no longer working on it. All right. And there may be some pressure on you. It's like I'm feeling some of you accomplished something, and then now that it's over, it's like people are expecting the next great thing. Okay. Or there was like a peak in energy or like an elevation in action taking and initiation. Like you were busy, and you've completed all of those projects. Now that that phase is over, you're like, what's next? Okay. So you're missing the phase where you were super busy and maybe you were being really creative, or you just had a lot going on. And I know that for the Capricorns, you guys like to stay busy and like to stay out in the scene and up and doing things. So maybe you find yourself in January where things have calmed down, the energy has sort of subsided, the post-holiday effects, things like that, and it's just like, oh, like I miss that, or I miss, dressing up, or I miss going out, or something like that. Okay. So there is a little bit of missing something, a nostalgic feeling as well. But it's open energy here. All right. Now it's like, okay, so if everything is done and I've completed this phase, the doors are open, the opportunities are endless. Like what is next? Where do I go from here? Okay. So I think that that's where your attention needs to go. That's where your focus needs to go, is what do you do from this point on instead of focusing on the past. But again, there is something about arguments or tension rising between a group of people or between you and another person here that is, yes, it's making you feel shitty. It's making you feel sad. Okay. And it's making you reevaluate your situation and your circumstance, right, with this person. So we're discussing a relationship. There's tension. There's a rocky energy going on here. So for the beginning of January 2025, we do have a Mars opposed Pluto aspect happening here. So if you find yourself really upset, and then Mars is also sort of, depending on where your Capricorn energy is, but it's sort of opposing all of your Capricorn energy as well. You may find yourself just being really irritable and, I don't know, just aggressive or overly defensive. Mars in Capricorn does come with that, highly sensitive, like touchy energy, where people can react and make a big deal out of a small thing. So yeah, you just want to be careful if you do find yourself in situations where you're fighting, right? Like you're arguing. There's power play here with the Mars and Pluto opposition. So something to keep in mind. Let's see. We're going into your environment now. We're going to see what's around you. So this could be people, situations, circumstances that you find yourself in at this time. So Four of Swords, Queen of Wands. Oh, 2 cards wanted to come out here. Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card. So that's interesting. Give me a second. Okay, so we're going to keep the Justice out and put it somewhere. Okay, so in your environment, there is a person. This could be a side of you, or definitely someone else who is who has a really strong presence in your life at this time. Okay, so If we're trying to think of who that is, you should know, because this person takes up space in your life, being the Queen of Wands. All right. So this person is actually wanting change, is actually wanting to like move something forward. And it feels like there's a standstill here with the Four of Swords. Okay. So the fours typically come with an element of pause and a little bit of stubbornness or hesitation along with them. And so it just seems like somebody is holding strong in their stance of putting up their boundaries, or just saying like, no, I can't go forward. I need to put a stop to this. I need to take a breather. I need to take a break here. And maybe that's another reason why you're feeling a little sad, and you are definitely trying to make changes here, because it just seems like a reevaluation and a redo of a situation is needing to take place in order for someone to open up and, really say yes to something. Okay. So I don't know if this is you putting up the wall and this Queen of Wands is like, come on, let's go. Let's, I want momentum. I want to see movement and improvements here. Or if this is the Queen of Wands themselves, male or female, who has been putting up this standstill and is now ready to move forward. I don't know. But in any case, this energy is here and this energy is happening. So there's a reason for that. There may be what you give is what you get type of energy happening here. Somebody may be experiencing consequences of their behavior in some way. They're causing a standstill. Like I said, there was definitely an argument. All right. An argument that took place under the sky, under the stars, at night somehow. I don't know if during this argument somebody here was outside or just pondering out on the sky. The sky here is showing up really strongly for me, at least. So, but yeah, I mean, just movement and overall blessing, overall positivity. This Queen of Wands, male or female, innately is a positive, optimistic type of person, and wants to fix things. So if something here is broken, this person wants to fix it. And I don't know, I'm getting that for some of you, although this person is optimistic, positive, light, wants to fix the situation, they're still putting their foot down as well. I feel like this person thinks that their way is for the best of all, is for the best of the relationship. It doesn't have to be love relationship. This could be a family dynamic, a coworker, a business partner. I don't know. But it's definitely someone that that is taking up a lot of effort, mental time, like thinking about them and the situation. Somebody here is hoping for change, is hoping that you may change your mind. And it's a little hard for Capricorn to change their mind. So I don't know what it is that you are holding on to at this time, but it's just making me feel like a definite no. Like, no, we're not doing this. We need to talk about this before we move forward. I need to put my cards on the table. I need to let it out, let you know where I stand. Maybe somebody is definitely giving some boundaries or some ultimatums here. I'm not sure, but it just feels like that. But I think that this situation will turn out the way it's supposed to, as all things do, here with the Justice card. So, do what you can, right? Like, what can you control? What changes can you make? See what the other person does or doesn't do. Either way, with time, this thing will unfold and it will turn out to be how it's supposed to turn out. Again, if you follow astrology, if you, are a spiritualist and follow the signs or the omens or whatever, this time of year, right, the beginning of January, there's a lot of tension. So just take some time, step back a little bit, take a breather, allow this tension to subside, and then, things will turn out how they're supposed to. So You have the Justice card twice, and it came out as I was speaking about this energy. So this is confirmation for me as your reader today. Okay, so we're going to take a look and just go a little bit more deeper, get some more details about your situation, and see what else we can tap into here. So you have the Justice card, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So this is definitely about a relationship. Okay, two people here. Again, doesn't have to be love, but probably is. It's probably a romantic situation of some sort. I think that someone really wants this to work. Someone really wants this to work. Someone is, what is this? Like wanting commitment and achievement, success within this relationship. I feel like someone wants to show somebody else off, you know, like tell people that you guys are in a relationship, or you know, maybe on social media, like show you off in some way, something like that. And maybe that's the fight. Maybe somebody here isn't ready for that. So somebody doesn't understand that very well. Okay, so two people don't see eye to eye as it relates to showing off this relationship. And if it's not love, it could be like, what is this? I don't know. I'm getting like, for some of you, this is a friendship where you have, I don't know, like there's tension within your friendship, and you don't want people to know that you're friends with this person, like a frenemy or something like that. But the Justice here is saying, like, you get what you give. Okay, this is how things are supposed to unfold based off of everyone's actions. So your actions will dictate the outcome of this situation. Okay, so that's a strong message that I needed to give there, even though that is very cliche and we all know that our actions have consequences. But for whoever is listening, whoever is in this situation, there's something about your action, or like your decision that you need to make about this situation, about this relationship, that is going to really dictate the outcome and the results you get. Okay. If you want success, if you want accomplishment, if you want victory within this companionship here, you need to go down the straight and narrow. Okay, there's no game playing, wishy-washy, stepping around, beating around the bush type of energy. This needs to be like complete truth and openness as to what you want, where you see this going, your thoughts and beliefs about this relationship. Okay, so if you're keeping something to yourself, if you're not being completely open, then you're not going to really get the outcome that you expect here. Now, this energy is highlighted at the beginning of January. I'm also getting that, I don't know, for some of you, you're going into commitment for sure. This is also a thing of like benefit. Okay. So by you being with this person, it benefits you in some way. It gives you notoriety. It gives you status. Or them, you, right? By them being with you, it benefits them in some way. I'm picking up on a little bit of envy here. It's like, sorry. I'm feeling that somebody, all they want is the title of wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Like, they want to get that name or something. Okay, so it feels like Their goal is more superficial. Their goal is more status oriented, power oriented. Again, this doesn't have to be love. And it's like they want to skip all of the, I'm hearing BS, right? Like they want to skip everything that it takes to get to that level. They just want to go from the bottom to the top without having to climb, without having to work for the stuff in the middle. Or does that make sense? It's like you just want to cover up, or somebody here just wants to cover up how they got here. I'm feeling that. Somebody doesn't want people to know or cover up the things that they had to do to accomplish this, to be with this person, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what that's about. Okay. And then you go into the middle of the month and you have the Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Chariot. So in the middle of this whole reading, you have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So again, going into this romantic situation here. Again, somebody is definitely holding on to another person and wanting a future, wanting to go down a certain path with them. It's like they see you as their future, or their future is in your hands, or vice versa. There is charm, there's romance, you know, maybe somebody here is buying somebody gifts or taking somebody out. Just romancing them and courting them. If you're in an established relationship already, this does make me feel like you and your person are rekindling the passion, renewing some vows or renewing some promises that you guys have made to one another, things like that. And it's like we have to hold on. Somebody here is saying or thinking we have to hold on to what we have, to what we got. This is what we got. Let's do something with it here with the Chariot. Let's move in this direction. Let's go down this road, just you and I. Somebody here is coming to like up to another person and just like, this is all I have and it's yours. So whether that is like a lot or not a lot, I don't know, but it's like, this is my life, you know, this is my heart. Like, this is all the money I have, or this is my home and it's yours. Like, just offering up their possessions and what's valuable to them and giving it to another for the sake of future here with the Chariot. At the end of the month, you have the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and Temperance. I do see and feel union here with the Temperance card. And just something that's been taking a really long time. Maybe this fight and these boundaries or this wall that was up is finally disappearing and subsiding, you know, and things are turning here with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning here. And so even though for you it's taken a really long time, or for the other person it's taken a really long time, they've been waiting for this. They've been waiting for this moment. There's something that happens at the end of January that is a little magical. It makes me feel like your guides or your angels or something like that have intervened and are stepping in to help with this situation. You just need to have some patience and some faith, okay, that things are going to turn out the way they are meant to. With the Justice card here showing up twice, that's exactly what it means. So, you know, you just have to trust that. At the bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Seven of Swords. It's been here. Queen of Wands behind that. So there's something about this Queen. Again, you just want to be careful that this person isn't so superficial that all they want is the benefit of this companionship, of this partnership. And I mean, maybe you know that, right? And so maybe that's okay with you, or you're the person that just wants the benefits of this partnership. I don't know. But you're feeling a lot of pressure to make it happen. Okay. There's a lot of strategy going into this. How somebody shows up, the things they say, their moves, their actions, what is their priority, you know, everything shows is part of the plan and the strategy to accomplish this thing and to make this happen. And I do think that it is this Queen of Wands here. Do we need any clarifiers? Let's see. What was the fight about? Let's go to the Seven of Wands. It's like you were somebody, well, you, because this is about you. Your card here is the Seven of Wands. So somebody here was just fighting really hard for it. Somebody was fighting for this. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Three of Wands. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles is making me feel like that status, okay? The title. Mr. or Mrs., right? Like that type of thing. Or commitment. Yeah, and they were really assertive and direct about what they want. Somebody here has been waiting a really long time for this, you know? And I think that they have been in a heartbreak, like let down energy, and they needed to make a change. They needed to do something different to get this momentum going again and to get this wheel moving. Because there was probably a lot of stagnant energy. There was probably, maybe some of you were not speaking to one another, just really quiet or reflective, distant. And so, you know, it's like, I need to do something different. I can't just live like this, right? Like I'm fighting for this thing when the other person probably isn't fighting as hard as I am, you know, and it hurts. I can't continue this way. What are you fighting about? You're fighting for the commitment, the title, you know, the Queen of Wands stuff, which is real attachment. And speaking about it and being direct and maybe at times aggressive if needed. Because you're tired of waiting, basically, here with the Three of Wands. What is the Four of Swords? Five of Pentacles. The Emperor. Oh, yeah, someone was extremely rigid. And the Ten of Cups. I think that this person's ego was hurt. Okay? Male or female here. I think this person, underneath it all, wants the movement, wants the blessing, the optimism, the positivity of the situation. Again, I don't know what it is, so I know I'm being very vague, but they want the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it's just that I do think that their ego was hurt here in some way. They were let down. I think that they had a lot of promise and they dreamt or fantasized about the best case scenario. They were excited about it. You know, they were working toward it, and something happened where they lost that. Okay, so I don't know, this was like a financial thing where maybe they went through some financial changes that they just lost all of their motivation to continue on with the goals or the, you know, the future, right? The talk of what you guys were supposed to do for your future. I don't know. But it does feel very like someone's ego was shot here. Their idea of love and emotional fulfillment or emotional support, like something happened that they lost it. And they hurt. They're hurt. What's the Six of Wands? Queen of Swords. Strength. Yeah, this is overcoming your heartbreak. This is overcoming your sadness, being strong and moving on, and covering up the pain. Six of Pentacles. Some of you, somebody here is like telling everybody that you're good, or that you and your person are good, but you're not. Queen of Swords, Strength, Six of Pentacles. And then it's also like, okay, like this happened, let's move on, right? Like, let's cover it up. I'm getting that strongly. Somebody is covering something up. Let's forget about it. You know, there's no closure. There's no, what is this? Like restitution or clarity. Like something happened. And in order for things to keep going and keep moving, it's like, let's just forgive and forget. Okay, let's not work through it. Let's not talk about it. Let's not go to therapy about it. Let's just cover it up like it never happened and keep going. And summoning up all of your strength to do that. Going into the mind, being more logical, more cold, more detached, out of the emotions, out of the heart, in order to move forward. And again, Six of Pentacles is reminding me of like benefits, okay? Like two people coming together for the benefits, for the money, for the home, for the status, something on paper, not necessarily like because of love, okay? But for some reason, the Knight of Cups is here talking about some type of connection. There's the Justice card again. Seven of Wands again. Sorry, I know I'm moving this all over the place. Justice 3 times. What is this? It's inevitable. I'm hearing it's inevitable. You can cover it up all you want. You can, you know, Seven of Swords it all day long, right? For those of you who know tarot. But you're still going to get what you deserve. Your day will still come. Okay? I don't know who this is for, but that's what I'm hearing. Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. I'm hearing also like, look, I worked for it. Somebody like saying that, you know, with the Knight of Cups. So this person can probably be a fickle, wishy-washy, like very not dependable type of person I'm feeling. And they're coming and they're like, look, I actually worked for it. I don't know if you believe them or not. I'm also feeling somebody throwing it in someone's face. Like, this is what I've done for you, you know, holding on to some grudges here with the Four of Pentacles as well. A lot of time, energy, efforts going into something and then just to throw it back in someone's face. There is some tension, like I said. I mean, that's clearly here and I feel it. What is the Chariot? The Star. Wanting better. Hoping, praying, wishing that if somebody makes a certain, oh yeah, for sure. Like somebody here is wanting better, wanting to take a leap of faith and start new, wanting to get out of this weird scenario situation. Okay. There's an idea, like, what is this? Like a fantasy or a vision that somebody has of what they really want, you know? After going through some of this energy, it's like, no, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to cover it up and, be so unemotional and insensitive. Like, I want to connect. I want connection. I want to feel love, or, I want to be somewhere where you feel like you belong, like things like that. Right. And maybe you're not feeling that now. And so after this tension, or after these words are exchanged, or this fight, someone's desperate to continue on and not lose this connection or situation, whereas another person is ready to go and ready to start new here with the Fool. And what is Temperance bringing? Temperance is bringing the right time, the right place, the right opportunity, the right person. Like, Temperance is like, I got you. Yeah. Whoa. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. This is the thing that you're going toward. This is the thing that that vision where you want to go. And Temperance is saying, in order to get this, you will have to start over. You can't just go from the bottom to the top. You will have to start over. You will have to work on developing this bond, this love, this relationship, whatever it is. And you have to forget the old ways. You have to forget how this person that you were dealing with before, or even all of the other relationships, if this has to do with love, how they showed up, the dynamics, right? Like, if you always attract the same type of person or whatever, you have to forget that. Like, I'm hearing non-responsive, but I was also going to say, like, the people who are not dependable. But it could be people who are non-responsive. If you're going through that type of situation where it's like you're staying in a weird relationship over the phone and your person doesn't respond for days or whatever, like, get out of that. But forget that. That is fake. I'm feeling like, identify what fake is compared to the real, superficial stuff here. Okay, it's like, develop this, and it has to end. Like, with the Death card, there's transformative energy. A transformation here is taking place. Temperance is bringing that for you. It's a blessing. So if it feels uncomfortable and you want to get away from it, like, don't resist. Go against the grain. Go toward the thing that is uncomfortable, for the sake of growth, for the sake of maturity and evolvement and ascension here into something new that is more real. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Let's just get one oracle card, one takeaway message for the Capricorn here. What is a good takeaway for them? What does the universe want the Capricorn to know? Time and sensitivity. I know this is all messy. So time, the energy of time supports our understanding of the relativity of time and our capacity to be present in the moment. Sensitivity, the frequency of sensitivity helps us open to the world's subtlety and detail while anchoring in a structural foundation, thus supporting us to become more fully multidimensional. I think that in this time of life, okay, there's so much expectation that we can put on ourselves to stay ahead or stay with the crowd or with the times, really, right? So there's a lot of new coming through at this time, especially now that Pluto has gone into Aquarius, like new energy that we've never been through, we've never felt. We're learning it, and it's coming quick. Okay, it's coming fast. And it's almost like one thing after another. Like one day this stuff is in, and then the next day it's something new, and then the next day it's something new. And it's this thing of constantly trying to keep up. And if you're not careful and you're not present and aware of each and every moment as much as you can be, at least, and not sensitive to your environment and to these changes and how you're going about life. And, you can get caught up into this matrix. You can get caught up into the expectation, the societal expectations of everything that, you end up in things like this, right? Situations like this where it's just fake. You're dealing with fake people. You're dealing with superficial people who are not, who lack depth and character and real emotion and, their ability to be vulnerable and open, So something to think about here is what I'm getting with these cards. All right, Capricorn. Well, I wish you all the best. Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful month of January. I hope this year brings you nothing but love, blessings, good health, abundance. Check out your rising sign, your moon sign. Like the video if you got anything out of it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. All of these things. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.